All right, let's hit the field.
All right.
Just wanted to talk, that's all.
It was Game 16 of 162, and the Yankees were taking on the Guardians in Game 3 of a weekend set. Yankees were looking for the sweep. Another recap coming right back at you. Nestor Cortez on the mound, looking to back up his solid start last time out. My recap, your reactions coming up next. This is NYY Recaps.
Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
New York City.
Just when they thought I was out, they pull me back in.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. To those of you who are tuning into this live post-game show rather than the very good Masters tournament that's going on right now, I thank you. To those of you who stuck with golf and are tuning in later, you missed a hell of a baseball game. Not the way the Yankees wanted it to end, but it was a damn wild game nonetheless. And it showed that if there's one weakness in this Yankees ball club, I think it's going to be the ability to close out close games. I think it's going to be the bullpen. I really think that they need to get a real closer. They need to get another dominant arm in the bullpen if they can. Not sure who it's going to be. But bullpen could not hold the lead after the Yankees had a dramatic comeback. This game had it all, though. 3-run home run from Aaron Judge, 450-footer. Estevan Florial with a huge home run for the Guardians in the bottom of the 8th inning off of Luke Weaver. He knew it immediately. I think both the pitcher and the hitter knew it. I mean, you saw both guys scream. I was screaming. Loudest I've yelled the F word this season so far, for sure. Comeback in the 9th inning by the Yankees to tie it up. Huge double from Anthony Volpe, who was absolutely on fire to begin the season. And not just playing like an all-star, but if the season ended today, now about 10% of the way through the season, he'd probably be the MVP, or at least top 3. We had all sorts of wild stuff in this game. We had an infield single from Giancarlo Stanton. We had a bunt single from Juan Soto. 2 errors by the sure-handed Anthony Rizzo, who is very quietly having a bad defensive season at first base. And then he had a big hit in the 10th inning to put the Yankees out in front. But, Nick Johnson says, we're getting back Canely, Efros, and Trina by summer. We'll be fine in the bullpen. I mean, how much can we count on those guys? Efros hasn't pitched in over a year and a half. He's coming back from Tommy John surgery. Trevino's never shown me much, and Canely hasn't been able to stay healthy the last couple of years. So, this was a crazy game, but Yankees are halfway through the road trip. They're headed north of the border now. They're going to take on the Toronto Blue Jays next 3 games, 7 o'clock on Monday and Tuesday, 3 o'clock on Wednesday, and they will head there with a still very nice record of 12-4. You'll take it, but this is one of those games that you absolutely wanted to win. It was a tight game. Both teams were fighting hard for it. You could tell both teams wanted it, but both teams, I think, were kind of dragging day after a night game, especially the relief pitching. So it's a heartbreaking loss. The Yankees led 3-0 early, and they came back in the 9th on Emmanuel Clase. How often does that happen? I know he blew a lot of saves last year, but he's still not an easy guy to come back on. 100-mile-an-hour cutter. Anthony Volpe continues his superstar-level play. Juan Soto continues to get on base in general. Just hits, walks, whatever he's got to do. He's getting on base. Bunts. Yankees had a couple of guys thrown out on the bases today. Soto on a delayed steal. Giancarlo Stanton forgot he was Giancarlo Stanton and tried to take second base on a bloop that dropped in there. Not a great day from Nestor Cortez. He went 4 innings. He had 6 strikeouts, so more than a strikeout per inning, just 1 walk. So the command was okay, but he gave up 2 home runs. So obviously, not what the Yankees wanted to finish out the road trip as we see finish out the series as we see the home run from Jose Trevino, his first of the year, sweating through the jersey. Nestor getting pumped up. Nestor did the shimmy a few times today. He did like a fake toss, too. That was interesting. Here's the bunt single from Juan Soto. The man will do whatever it takes to get on base. And then Giancarlo Stanton at the dish, and he tries to take second base on a delayed steal. Eesh, did not work out well. And this was a bomb from Arias. You can see that Nestor knew it right away. Judge gave it a cursory jog, but it went over the first bullpen and bounced in between the two. This was Naylor, who has one of the most punchable faces in baseball, if we're being honest with each other, with a base hit. Birdie throwing 99 on the corner. This was the home run by Estevan Florial. You know that felt good for him. About 15 rows deep into the right field seats. The big double from Anthony Volpe, who continues to hit the ball to all fields, continues to play well. Kind of bailed a little bit, but got the hands through. This was the infield single from Giancarlo. That's like the eclipse. Happens once every few years. And then base hit from Anthony Rizzo. That put the Yankees ahead 7-5. This was the shot off the wall by Fry. Just missed a walk-off home run. Stayed in the park, but ground ball right to Gleyber. He knocks it down, but fumbled the throw. Then, sac fly, walk it off. And that was that. But the Yankees still take 2 out of 3 in the series. So let's get your comments. Yeah, Verdugo double play. This game had everything. Samantha T says Naylor always looks angry. He really does. I would be too if I played for the Guardians.
I'll be over here like winning.
All right, let's go through the key takeaways because this was a wild one. So first batter of the game, things got dicey for Logan Allen. Anthony Volpe with a line drive right back at him that hit him in the pitching arm. So base hit for Volpe. But credit to him, he stayed in the game. And the next batters were Juan Soto, Aaron Judge, and Giancarlo Stanton. After just getting hit with a line drive in the arm. That can't be easy, but he pitched his way through it. Nestor Cortez picked up where he left off last time. 2 strikeouts in the first inning, but it did not end up being a great day for him. Rizzo made errors in each of the first 2 innings. His defense has been just low-key terrible this season.
We spend $250 billion a year on defense.
And it's very weird because he's generally a very good defender. I've heard people say that defense can go into slumps, but it doesn't usually happen to great first basemen. I mean, when was the last time a great first baseman just struggled to catch the ball? So it might just be one of those fluke random things where he makes 3 errors all season and they happen within a week. Yankees put up a crooked number in the top of the third. Volpe with a walk. Juan Soto ripped an RBI single. And then Aaron Judge.
It's another home run for Judge. All right. Here comes the Judge.
Absolutely mashed. 450 feet, 3-run shot, 114-mile-an-hour exit velocity. It initially read as 469, but StatCast revised it a couple of innings later. Beautiful swing, classic Judge follow through. 260th home run of his career, 3rd home run of the year. Rest of the American League saying, he's getting it going. Guardians bounced right back off of Cortez, 2-run home run from Ramirez, who's off to a slow start, but he's a very good hitter. Yankees bounced back again, though, top of the 4th, finally getting some offense out of the catcher position, and Trevino had a very good day. First home run of the year, solo shot. First home run from either Yankees catcher so far this season. Both catchers played in this game. Fun moment in the top of the 5th. Juan Soto bunted for a single, but he did get thrown out trying to execute the delayed steal. Not good, but the bunt was fun. There's a lot of talk a few years ago about, how much Joey Gallo was going to get on base, and Joey Gallo's on-base percentage this, and, 3 true outcomes, but he gets on base, that. Juan Soto is what an on-base percentage machine actually looks like. I said on X that if antimatter was to matter, what Juan Soto is to Joey Gallo. They're just complete opposites. And Juan Soto is exactly what this team needs. Another home run for the Guardians in the 5th inning. Nuke on a high fastball. That cut the lead to 4-3. Cortez was done shortly thereafter. Left a couple of guys on base, and the Guardians tied it up at 4. Final line for Nestor Cortez. 4 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. 2 home runs allowed. Overall, tough day at the office.
It stinks.
So through 4 starts, Nestor has been so-so. A couple of good starts, a couple of not-so-good starts. Had some trouble early on in the season, early in the games. Today that was reversed. He's got an ERA of 4.5. He's thrown 22 innings. He struck out 19 hitters. The whip is solid, 1.14. Opponents hitting just 233 against him. I feel like most of the numbers are okay. Just got to get the ERA down a little bit. But today, it just looked like he wilted early. Third time through the order, he seems to really have trouble. And that's a problem with him. That's a problem with Clark Schmidt. That's a problem around the league. But anyway, Birdie and Gonzalez threw the ball pretty well out of the pen. Luke Weaver, though, served up a solo home run to former Yankees prospect Estevan Florial in the 8th inning. You know that felt good for Estevan, and it allowed the Guardians to put Emmanuel Clase in for the 9th. He was facing the bottom of the order, so I'm thinking this game's probably over. But base hit by Jose Trevino, fielder's choice by Oswaldo, and then a huge RBI double from Anthony Volpe. The kid is absolutely on fire.
He's on fire!
That tied the game at 5. And look, the kid is just ripping the baseball. That was his 3rd hit of the game. He's hitting .382. He's leading the team with a 1.041 OPS. Blown save for Emmanuel Clase, but his stuff is just filthy. 100-mile-an-hour cutter. Forgotten hero of that inning was Trevino. Without his base hit, the comeback doesn't happen, and this game ends in 9 innings. Clay Holmes worked a scoreless 9th, and then Ferguson blew it in the 10th. Yankees got a couple of runs on the Rizzo base hit in the top of the 10th, but Ferguson couldn't get it done. There was a hard ground ball right to Gleyber. Couldn't handle it, threw it away. There was a double play situation where I thought Verdugo didn't really exactly hustle down the line. But overall, I think defense was the reason the Yankees lost this game, pitching and defense. But it is what it is. You're not going to win them all. Yankees drop a heartbreaker.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
And I think
First, you're last.
the bullpen is going to be something to keep an eye on. You know, we are getting some guys back, but they're no guarantee to be lights out. I think this team needs one more really good relief pitcher. You know, I don't know who it's going to be. Maybe David Bednar from the Pirates, but the Pirates are playing pretty well. They probably don't want to deal him. You know, somebody might pop up. We'll see. Samantha T says Gleyber stops focusing sometimes like he's off in daydream land.
I'll be over here, like, winning.
Jarius McClure says, could Holmes really not have come out for the 10th? I mean, he could have. But, you know, with your closer, if he's going to be your closer, you want to run him out there pretty much every day. You want to avoid using him for 2 innings if possible. But Jack Wells says, a lot of credit for the rally in the 9th. The Yankees have shown some heart, so good comment there. Beguise says, Torres needs to be sat. He sucks this year. I don't think so.
Just a bit outside.
He doesn't suck. He's off to a slow. It's April 14th. April 14th. When the Titanic hit an iceberg on April 14th, 1912, and then sunk in the early morning hours of April 15th, most of the people died from hypothermia because it's still very cold this time of year because it's not even summer yet. Let's give the guy some leash. He's been one of our better players for years. Reactional fans. David Lawrence with a great point says, why not challenge that hit by pitch that hit the bat? Yeah, there was a pitch that hit the knob of the bat pretty clearly on the replay, but maybe, you know, there wasn't enough to overturn that it didn't hit his finger. I mean, the angle showed it hitting the bat, but you couldn't tell necessarily if it also hit his finger, which is down at the bottom of the bat. That would be my suspicion, that they didn't want to waste a challenge in a tight game on something that they didn't feel there was enough to overturn it. But, you know, it could have very well been overturned because it clearly hit the knob. So, Yankees 12-4. That's still an .800 winning percentage. Do you guys want to take a look at the box score for this game? As you can see, the Yankees got 12 hits. The Guardians got 9. Volpe 3 for 4. Soto 2 for 4. Judge 1 for 4 with a 3-run home run, hitting .207 now. Stanton 2 for 5. Rizzo 1 for 5 with the 2 ribbies, hitting .274. Torres 1 for 4. He did have a line drive single back up off the interstate, hitting .203. Verdugo 0 for 4, .218. And again, didn't hustle down the line on that double play ball. Trevino 2 for 4, hitting .200. Wells came in to catch for him, but did not get in at bat. And Cabrera 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Didn't have great at bats today. Cortez, not great. 4 innings, 4 runs. That, if it's a 9 ERA, basically a run an inning. Bullpen good, except for Ferguson. Birdie, I thought, threw the ball well. A couple of strikeouts, showcased the nasty, high-octane fastball. Victor Gonzalez got 4 outs. Luke Weaver got 5 outs, served up the home run. But Holmes, easy 9th. Ferguson, puke. That's baseball, Susan. That's baseball. Dave Bonilla says, regular season means nothing in postseason. We're not ready yet. I'm going to go ahead and agree with that. We need to get some more pitching. Whether it's internal, whether it's external. I don't know. I like what Clayton Beeter did in the minors yesterday. 5 shutout innings. Maybe at the end of the year, after he's pitched, he's gone through his couple of months as a starter, maybe you put him in the bullpen to keep his innings under control when he's in midseason form, and he becomes a lights-out relief pitcher. I liked his stuff. And then Ghetto says, time to take 3 from Toronto. Toronto's new ballpark configuration, the fences, I feel like it plays a little bit smaller. It was interesting this winter. The flight heard round the world, right? There was this rumor that Shohei Ohtani was going to sign with the Blue Jays, and then there was this flight tracker that was following a flight from Anaheim to Toronto, and everybody thought it was Shohei Ohtani because the rumor was he was going to sign that weekend. He was going to make his decision that weekend. And then the guy got off the plane, and it was the guy from Shark Tank or whatever. It wasn't Ohtani, and everybody was just like... and I think about that every time I think about Toronto now. GamerBoy904 was at the game. Congratulations, I guess. I don't know if you're a Guardians fan or a Yankees fan, but, a heartbreaking loss. But luckily, Yankees still 12-4, still won the series. You would have liked to have the winning streak, though. You would have liked to have the winning streak. Baseball Crip says, Gleyber still makes the easiest, or he plays the easiest position in the field, and he's still making errors on routine grounders. Yeah, he's not a good defender. That's why he doesn't have a contract extension. But he can hit. He's off to a slow start. He will hit. I mean, this is a guy who hit, how many home runs did he hit last year? 25, something like that? Let me pull up his numbers from the last couple of years here. So, looking at Gleyber Torres now. Last year, he hit 273 with an 800 OPS, 25 home runs, 98 strikeouts, 67 walks, 13 stolen bases. Solid year. Off to a tough start. I mean, what are you going to do? Not everybody's going to be red hot out of the gate. But we've got enough guys hot out of the gate that we're 12-4. But Gleyber has, stunk on defense. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it there for you. He has stunk on defense, and he needs to tune it up. So anyway, hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. If you're new here, go ahead and like and subscribe. We're here after pretty much every Yankees game all season long, and we do morning voicemail shows. So call in. I've already got a few voicemails that have come in since the end of this game. People apparently ticked off, but call into the voicemail 718-899-1068 and subscribe on all your favorite audio platforms. Helps the podcast, helps the business in general. Appreciate it. Let's wrap it up.
I gotta get out of here!
Sam Wendell says we should explore a trade with the Marlins for Arise. I would not complain about that. Arise is a great contact hitter. I don't know how good he is at second base. I know he's moved off of second base a couple times.
Game over, man.
James G says Stanton infield hit was cute. Looks like he's running a lot better. Yeah, he's running a little bit better, but not great. He still couldn't beat out that bloop to right field. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go finish the Masters, and then we'll be back as the Yankees play the Blue Jays tomorrow night. Voicemail show in the morning. Tune in, like, subscribe, all that good shit. I'll see you next time.